Say hello to the bad guy, Scott Hall, and I've got a scoop for you. And we all know there's a lot of podcasts out there, and I encourage you to check out this one. It's called Going In Raw. You heard it here first. Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw News Brief. What's the news?
Got a lot of news.
Man, how about that thumbnail? Thank you, Impact Wrestling and RVD and his wife and girlfriend for that thumbnail, which will probably, hey, I don't even know if we have to ask for likes today, but let's try to get the likes.
1,000 likes.
Stop that. Would you stop that? Can we just get to
690 likes?
Okay, no, that's good.
690 likes.
That's good. 690 likes. I think that's good.
1,069 likes. Anyways, so someone who's not going to be thanking RVD for that particular segment is probably Impact Wrestling right now because they've been banned from Twitch.
Yeah.
Banned. And I called it. I called it when we saw that.
You did call it.
I said they're going to watch out. They're going to get banned from Twitch doing stuff like that. Sure enough, that's what happened. And it seems like it is that RVD segment, salacious. There were some blurred boobs in there.
So I watched the video because I'm a serious journalist and I feel like I need to watch these things for the show. Quality.
I watched most of it.
Credibility. Oh, you did watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you detect areola as well?
I didn't notice. I saw shaving cream on.
So did you watch the beginning of it? Yeah. Okay. So I did notice areola. Just a hint of it, a whiff of it, a little shadow, because her little brassiere thing was very low.
Yes.
And where areola naturally would be, sure enough, I felt there was a whiff of it. But they started to blur out the other one, where maybe there was more areola there, more distinct areola, perhaps. In any event, there was a whole lot of skin, flesh being shown, evidently too much for Twitch.
Yes, because there's a Twitter account called Streamer BANS, and they tweeted out that, yes, in fact, Impact have been banned from Twitch, and the PW Insider, they have some news on this. They're reporting, quote, after their Twitch.tv account disappeared yesterday, Impact Wrestling sources confirmed their account was suspended due to explicit content.
Yeah.
Thanks, RVD.
Yeah.
PW Insider continues, quote, we are told the company are working towards getting the suspension lifted. Impact has an existing deal with Twitch for an ongoing channel featuring a mix of live streaming content and content from Impact's video library. Considering that's a major distribution source for Impact.
It's the only way I'd be able to watch Impact if I watched it.
It's kind of a huge hit to have their channel banned. So it makes me wonder if they're gonna dial things back on this RVD storyline, or are they gonna do? I don't even know how they could. Are they going to start doing it Impact on, say, tape delay on Twitch?
Usually, I would say that wouldn't be too difficult. You have they tape these things in advance. You get the tape. You cut out the salacious
stuff. It's
stuff.
not live, so yeah, it should be easy.
But on the other hand, this is Anthem. This is Impact. I'm not sure I have faith that they'd be able to figure that one out. But they do need to figure it out because, like you said, this seems to be a major distribution source for them.
Yes.
So yeah, that needs to happen. Funny stuff though. I really enjoy RVD's gimmick of Orgy Man slash guy who this entire generation has ripped off.
Yeah.
Because to a degree,
he's got a point.
But just in general, like even if there weren't areolas being shown, his promos are really funny. They're really good.
They are.
I'm living the life you want to live.
Yeah.
It's really good stuff.
Yeah, the way he's kind of reinvented his character.
Oh, I love it.
It's been something else.
Yeah, I absolutely love it.
Instead of just being stoner wrestler.
Yeah.
He's now bitter orgy guy.
Yeah, divorcee orgy guy.
Yeah.
Like he did the Backlash thing. It's what's the Beck album? Sex Party? Was it called Sex? No, Sex Laws was one of the
songs on it's Midnight Vultures.
Midnight Vultures. There you go.
That was a party album. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good record.
It's a really good record. No, and then the breakup one after it. Ooh,
Sea
boy.
Change. That's really
that's
good.
Heavy album.
Yeah, that's a good
I love
record
it
too. And let's talk Wednesday Night Wars news.
Gotta talk the ratings.
Yeah. So here we go. They came in about an hour ago, and AEW, both of them roughly held steady. AEW. 940,000 viewers, down about 7,000 from the previous week. However, the all-important 18 to 49 demo, they saw a small uptick, up to 0.38 from 0.36 the previous
That was
week.
a fifth for the week.
Fifth of the week. That was they
first
held
for the
steady.
night, yeah.
They held steady. Fifth.
Yeah.
They were fifth last week.
Oh, were they?
Week,
Okay.
I believe, yes.
Okay.
NXT dropped 21,000 viewers, 700,000 this week. Though they did see another uptick. They saw an uptick themselves, in the 18 to 49 demo, up to 0.21 from 0.19 last week. I think they placed 41st for the night. Last week was 55th in that valuable demographic.
Yeah, that's where the advertisers like that sweet
Where
money.
everybody's got disposable income.
I guess so.
That's the theory.
You got student loans, and you apparently got disposable income.
You got student loans, and if you're lucky enough to accrue even more debt via credit cards or mortgages or car payments,
Right, yeah.
Sure, disposable income all over the place.
I mean, in my experience, it was always the super old people who had all the money, but I guess that's because they're stingy with it.
Well, yeah, until they retire.
Is that messed up?
And they, I mean, you can say frugal.
I mean, our demographic isn't really past the 50s, really.
No.
We're like, yeah.
Well, but I mean, if we're gonna get into it, a lot of retirees now they got themselves some pretty good retirement plans.
Yeah.
Whether it be through pensions or retirement funds.
The boomers took, left everybody with nothing. That's why everybody hates boomers now.
Okay.
Okay, right?
But I don't know.
We're firmly I'm on the tail. We're both on the tail end of Generation X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so good for us. Anyways, so in what probably was supposed to be a surprise, one more high-profile entrant in the Royal Rumble has been evidently confirmed. We've been speculating here on the show, of course, that Cain Velasquez may be the one to eliminate Brock Lesnar from the Rumble.
It's not just us. We've heard reporting that two of Brock's potential opponents for Mania, one would be Tyson Fury if he could masturbate his way to a victory over Deontay Wilder.
How was that not in a news brief?
I don't know,
Tyson
man.
Fury confirmed that he masturbated. But this is a sexy episode. He has been masturbating 7 times a day to, quote, get his testosterone levels up.
In an effort to defeat Deontay Wilder in their match in about a month.
Will that make me super fighter if I just start yanking it 7 times a day?
I don't know.
I feel like that would hurt. Like
Yeah.
eventually,
At a certain point, nothing's going to come out there, you know?
this is going to be like dry powder.
Yeah, it's going to be powder spitting out of there. Anyways, we'd heard that it was Tyson
We're going to get
Fury.
banned from Twitch now?
Probably. Tyson Fury and Cain Velasquez, two Brock's prospective opponents at Mania per chance. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
So anyways, Cain Velasquez actually told the Sun newspaper, right?
Yeah.
That's the one in the UK.
Not the thing in the sky.
Hola, Sol. Mi nombre es Cain Velasquez. Y soy en un Royal Rumble. He says he told the Sun, I think I'm doing it, right? I think so. I can win it. Hell yeah.
Was he looking over his shoulder talking to somebody to get approval from?
I think I'm doing it, right? Triple H, am I in the Rumble? I don't know. I still have to apologize to Paige. He said, I think so. I can win it. Hell yeah. That's my mentality for everything. For everyone as well, that is how your mentality has to be. I'm going to win this thing.
He continues, quote, I don't know if it's going to be 2020, but the trilogy, of course, matches against Brock, will happen sometime or another. It's going to happen at Mania.
It's going to happen
because he's
at
in the
Mania.
Rumble. He's going to eliminate Brock.
I'm okay with this.
I just don't want the title on the line. Get the title out of it, and I'm fine with it.
Who's Brock? Oh, Brock is in the Rumble. The title's not even on the line between now and
Not in
then.
the Rumble. I'm seeing the Mania match. I don't want the title on the line.
I know, but the problem is Brock has the title. You can't have a non-title match.
Sure you can.
No, you don't know. They wouldn't do that. That title's going to be defended at Mania. It's WrestleMania, man.
Yeah, just put the title on someone other than Brock, and that the person.
That's
gets
what I
the
was
title.
just saying. When are they going to do that? When can they do that?
They have Elimination Chamber in the next Saudi Arabia show.
Saudi
Do that.
Arabia show.
There you go.
That's when it'll happen.
There you go.
So
yeah, I mean, I guess we all kind of expected Cain Velasquez to be in Royal Rumble. Cain might be in the Royal Rumble too. He might be making that announcement tomorrow night on SmackDown on Fox.
Not Cain Velasquez.
But
Cain.
Fully
Cain.
expect it
Yeah.
should. Although we keep hearing his knee is like destroyed. So how is he doing all this stuff with a horribly banged up knee?
I just think that was wrong. I think that was wrong, and he said he's going to be in it. So
He's going to be in it.
He's in it to win it.
Someone else who's in it to win it is Taz. He just signed a new multi-year deal with All Elite Wrestling. He's
excited
joining
about
this revolution. That's what
great.
he said.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Now, hopefully, I will kind of wonder, with all the talk of potentially Dark moving over to Turner Media stations, whenever they expand to 2 weekly shows.
Wednesdays at 6:05 I'm sorry, Saturdays at 6:05. The old slot for a Saturday night.
Yeah, WCW Saturday night. That'd be cool.
That's just me saying.
Have Taz and Excalibur do the commentary for that. Keep the commentary team as it is on Dynamite. And whenever JR decides, all right, I'm going to move on from the commentary thing, whoop, Taz can move on in. Because that 1 week he did it, he was great.
Yeah, no, he was absolutely terrific. I think it'd be huge for them to get that, to get Taz to be on commentary. I'm assuming they're signing him to do that.
I would think so.
Sit around and do a whole lot of nothing.
Nope, that's what WWE does.
Yeah, exactly.
Sign people to do nothing.
Exactly. Sad news. Rocky Johnson, of course, the legendary wrestler and father to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, passed away at the age of 75 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago?
I think it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday morning? Because they had the tributes on AEW and NXT.
15th, yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, that was yesterday. Okay. All right. So that's sad. I want to talk about this really quick. This was interesting just for one little bit. So John Cena talked to, this is on Collider's website. Collider's Steve Weintraub talked to Cena about Doolittle. He plays one of the animals in Doolittle, but it's not like a Cats thing where it's his face and maybe a hand.
No, he's just voicing a critter.
He's just voicing
an animal, yeah.
An animated animal.
But he's not an animal suit.
Yeah, this was very interesting though because Steve Weintraub asked him about his wrestling career, and of course Cena has talked a lot about this, so it's not super news or anything. There is one little bit that
he just liked that he referenced the wrestler.
Yes, I think this is terrific. So he asked him about being at a crossroads in his wrestling career, and he said this. He says, "Dude, all this stuff is great, but if it all stops tomorrow, I'm still okay with me. I know the good things that define me, and I know the qualities I have as a human being. I'm going to move on and go forward. I know that all this is borrowed. I'm just grateful to have it and grateful to be able to contribute. I don't want to be greedy as a performer, and I see that a lot in sports entertainment." So he's like, hey, let the new generation take over. So this is great, though. He continues on. "The movie The Wrestler was centered around a guy who can't let go. I'm being a shitty human being because I can't let go of this thing. I invested my life in that company, and then there's no one, whether they like my performance or not, that will argue that. I think after the extended period of time that I put in, it's okay for me to take a step back and reflect and be like, okay, I need to have more than that in my life, because if that's all that defines me, that's a depreciating asset. Every sunset that happens, I get a little slower and a little older and a little slower and a little older, and eventually it's going to end." So yeah, it seems it's very interesting that he talks a little bit also about like in the early aughts when he was doing the WWE movies, how he realized then he couldn't do both. Like it's impossible to do both. And so he seems happy with his film career, and then he's moving on from wrestling. But he gets asked this question over and over. I just love that he saw The Wrestler.
Do you think as a wrestler he would be resentful towards the movie Wrestler?
No, I'm just surprised that like an indie flick like that or a smaller artsy flick would be on his radar. That's what's interesting to me.
I'm sure it came across his path pretty quickly. Because it had all sorts of wrestlers in it.
Yeah, it did. But I don't know. It just do you seem like a John Cena type movie?
Yeah, he seems he seems to be totally. He seems to be aware of what's going on out there, and especially if it's about wrestling, you want to know as a wrestler how your industry is being portrayed in popular culture.
Yeah, maybe
as curiosity factor. I think that alone would be enough for you to take a look at it. And then if you're aware of what's going on in cinema, period, you see the names behind it. I'm like, dang, Aronofsky's doing a movie about pro wrestling, about a pro wrestler. Yeah. Mickey Rourke's attached. Yeah. That's interesting stuff.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. Just sort of surprised me. I like he referenced like The Wrestler.
That just tickles you endlessly.
It does. It does. Because I don't see a lot of parallels there. I mean, John Cena is not Randy the Ram.
No.
Randy the Ram was like supremely, he had nothing else going for him.
Yeah.
That's why he had to hold on.
Literally willing to risk death to do it.
And he did. And John Cena.
Rather than slicing cheese for people.
John Cena doesn't have to slice cheese for anybody.
Nope.
He's not hanging out at strip clubs all day long.
Nope. He's not working the deli counter.
No. So, yeah. Anyways. Terrific movie.
Yes,
The
fantastic.
Wrestler is a terrific movie. So anyways, that's it for the news brief. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it. Let's get this up to 690 likes, people. How about that?
Or 1,069.
Either way, we're good. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.